Well, hi there. First camping trip of the year. It's Saturday, the 11th of January. As you can probably see, the weather's not too brilliant, but I'm off for an overnight wild camp. Got a few items I want to try out, including my new selfie stick. I'm not used to using selfie sticks. I found them not to be the greatest of things in the past when I've used them, because I've only bought cheap ones, but this one's a better one. Ones I've had before, the camera used to wobble quite a bit, so I'm not sure how well you can hear me. It's quite breezy, so I've got my mic muff on. Walking along the river, as you can probably see. Watch the castle behind me. Got a new tent to try out. It's a bit heavier than the other one that I normally use, or the one I use over Christmas and New Year. But it's a bit more heavy duty, so the forecast rain from, I believe, 3 o'clock in the morning through to 9 o'clock in the morning. It's supposed to be dry today. A bit cloudy and a bit of sun tomorrow. Even though it is spitting a tiny bit now and again, I'm not too worried though. So I'll keep informed, and let's go enjoy our wild camp. Well, that ain't too bad weather wise, but it's definitely not the weather that I thought it was going to be today. Still peaceful, bit of road noise in the background. Walking along an old track at the moment in the trees. It's not cold. When I was out in the wind earlier on, the wind had a little bit of a bite in it, so a tiny bit on the chilly side. But I've got plenty of warm gear with me, plenty of warm food, plenty of water for warm drinks. So yeah, it should be a good evening. Film to watch as normal. No alcohol today, but I don't mind. So stay with me and enjoy our journey. Bye bye for now. Well, some of you that are regular followers of my channel might recognise the sort of area I'm in. I've got the rumble of the M2 motorway up there. Just walked along the water from Rochester. So I'm heading for one of my nice little spots that I found in the past and stayed at along the North Downs Way. Oh, time's getting on. I'm going to be pitching up in the dark, I reckon. So I've got about 2.5–3 miles to do, and I've got less than an hour of daylight. So no, I don't think we're going to get much of a moon tonight neither, looking at the sky up there. Still, it's going to be a good evening. It will be a really good evening. They always are. Well, I am actually on the North Downs Way. Nice views in the distance. Clouds really closed in, and I've got I think about half hour of daylight left. And it is really windy. A little spot I'm off to tonight. I'm in the trees, hopefully. So I should be sheltered from the wind. I think I've got about a mile to do. Yeah, the wind is very gusty. So it comes and goes, comes and goes. So hopefully you could hear me with a wind muffler on. It's all been all uphill so far, nearly. Looking forward to stopping, having a 5-minute break. Well, it's now 25 to 5, and as you can see, I've got the inner up now, and the tension band system in place. I'll be able to show you better tomorrow in the daylight, because the light is fading really fast. As you can probably see from the trees swaying. I don't know if you can hear the wind, but even in here it is pretty bloody windy. I'll be getting me airbed blown up in a minute and sort the inner of my tent out before it finally gets too dark to do anything, and I've got to do it all by my headlamp. But I just thought I'd give you a quick view, let you know how it's going. Morning all. We've got breakfast on cooking. Look at the size of that bit of gammon. There's my boot there, so you can see. Look at that. That's actually massive. Anyway, I really enjoy this. Just had a coffee. Not being wait long. Weather outside's not very good. The wind's calmed down a little bit from last night. Just after I pitched up, it got dark, so it had rain all night. I just thought I'd show you my breakfast. Is it making you hungry? Anyway, best get on. Don't want to cook it and spoil it. Oh, there's my tent over there. Not very well concealed, I must admit. Just took a little walk through the woodland here. I wondered how well you could actually see my tent. Like I say, even from here, if you glance over there, you can see it. But looks like the sun's going to try and come out. The breeze has died down a tiny bit at the moment, so, but it's still quite breezy, so I thought I'd have a quick walk. It's lovely around here in the spring and the summertime and the autumn time. Maybe not quite so much this time of year. There again, it is still early January, so we can't complain. But once you get all the leaves and everything on the trees, and the views are amazing. There's a couple of pubs down there. I didn't visit them this time, but I've been there before. Right on the edge of North Downs Way. This is North Downs Way just here. Thought about camping just there before now. That little spot. I'll tuck away in the trees a tiny bit. This is a good old North Downs Way. Runs up that way and back down that way. Sorry about the rubbish. Anyway, let's wander back to the tent. Well, I just thought I'd take a walk through the trees and see if there's any other reasonably flat spots for next time I come here. There's a few reasonably open spaces, but we're really close to North Downs Way, which is just there. So then just over there the bank drops well away. I suppose in the spring and the summertime there's some rhodie bushes about, so you get a bit of coverage. But like I say, the bank drops down just over there. There's quite a steep drop as well, so I'll head out to the North Downs way. So I wandered a little bit away from my tent. Excuse me. Shame because there's a lovely little flat spot just over there. You could quite easily get a tent in here somewhere. Just got to move the logs and things off the floor. Looks like someone's had a car or something through here. Looking at this track. Or wide-wheeled motorbike. See, and this is the North Downs way, so you are really, really close if you camped in here. If you pitched up late, left early, wouldn't be too much of a problem. Just showing about people's rubbish on the floor. So this is the North Downs way itself. I think this is actually called Hill Road. It's an old dirt track. I suppose it's how people get down here to do their fly tipping and other activities that go on around here. Picnicking, etc. Well, where I'm camped is just down on the little common here where the picnic tables are. Waldham Common. Persons dumping rubbish will be prosecuted by order of Waldham Parish Council. So yeah, I mean, if you did go in the trees there to camp, you could quite easily be seen. And the little spot I've chosen is a little bit more hidden, even though it's right on the edge of the woods, but it's not near the top where the picnic tables and things are, as you'll see in a minute. There's a bit of fly tipping going on over there, look. Tyre, rubbish, an old fridge or whatever. This is the Waldham Common bit itself. Sorry about the wind noise. I left me mic muffler in my tent. So yeah, we was over walking the trees up there just now. There's a few little trackways going the trees here. I'm actually tucked away down in this bottom corner. The trees are a bit thin where I am, so if someone was to walk down here they would see my tent really, really easy. In the spring and the summer, when you've got leaves on this lot and all the foliage grows up, it's quite a good little spot to tuck yourself away in. There's my tent in there, look. Not exactly flat, but it's not too bad. Time for coffee. Well, it's 20 past 10 and the sun is actually trying to come out. Just thought I'd take a seat and enjoy the views. Still have a bit of a breeze, which you can probably hear. Like I say, the sun is trying to come out. So clouds actually blown away from us. The sun's through the trees over there. We might get a bit of sun later on. Not at the moment. It's like I say, it's still reasonably cloudy. It's not too cold though. I think it's about 8-9 degrees at the moment. So it's pretty pleasant. Every time I come here now, I bring a carrier bag with me to help keep the place clean and tidy. And there's a little bit of rubbish, nothing like I was last time I was here. There's like a chocolate wrapper on the floor, a few bits and pieces that have blown about. There's the odd beer can about, look. It's a nice little spot, lovely little spot. Like I say, I always bring a carrier bag with me when I come here. And it's not my rubbish, but I take my rubbish with me and also pick up a few other little bits. I'm going to sit back down for 5 minutes, enjoy the view. Well, hey, sun's out. Got kettle on, or your pan on. Oh, better grab it by the handles, I suppose. Yeah, gas flame. Water's about to boil. It must be coffee time. Have to excuse me washing up on the floor. That's right. Me steak, me gammon steak. Yeah, coffee time. Can't beat a nice cup of coffee when you're out camping. By the way, this is my new tent. Van Gogh Cairngorm 200 Trek. I've done a separate review on it. Cost me £99, 99 pence off a company through eBay. Hydrostatic head, 5,000mm, hydrostatic bathtub floor on the inner, 6,000mm. Thoroughly waterproof. Absolutely brilliant for the price. All the points on the tent are all steel, proper toggles, not elastic straps like you normally get for the inner and the outer. Got Van Gogh's tension band system, runs up through the door to the middle for when it's windy, and that's actually stored in these little pockets here. What a brilliant little afterthought. Yeah, tension band system, adjust to remove, slack only, do not over tighten. Same thing, it's got the attachment there, goes up through, like I say, a little bit in the door to tighten it up when it's windy. I think that's brilliant, having a little storage bag to pop them in. Anyway, on with me coffee. So I'm going to leave my tent there for a minute. Got me coffee. And as the sun's trying to pop its head out, I'll wander up to the picnic table. Still a bit of a breeze about, a bit gusty now and again. And I'll wander up here and have my coffee up here, taking in the lovely views. So even everyone that comes to the common, whenever I've been here, don't tend to wander down to the corner where I'm camping. I tend to stick to the top here. So I think my tent's quite safe there. No one's going to wander up through that area. I'll sit here, have a cigarette, enjoy my coffee, take in the views. And this morning I've seen a few buzzards about up in the sky there. Hopefully I'll catch one shortly on camera. For January, it's not too bad. Rained last night, but I didn't mind that. I was inside my tent watching a film. Watched Wonder Woman last night on my tablet, and this morning I've had Heart FM on, just chilling. So I've just come up where it says footpath there, up that little steep bank. The bench there. And next I'm heading up this way. Moor Hill. Nice walk through the woodlands. Breeze has calmed down quite a lot. Sun keeps trying to come out. Cool, this is a steep little bit, this one. Ooh. Enjoying the day though. Cool, it is steep. I prefer this to steps though. I find when you're going up a steep hill like this through the woodland, when you've got steps, I find having to lift your legs that little bit higher, then I'll take it out of you. So I prefer to just dig in my toes and push on up. Oh, looks like I've got opening coming up up here. I'm going to have to stop and have a rest when I get to the top of this hill. Well, all packed up, back on my rocket. On the North Downs way, heading towards Rochester. From there, I'll be getting the train home. So. As always, I left no trace, and got my rubbish in my bag, taking it with me, find it bin, picked up a few other little bits of rubbish while I was there, to try and help people look after the place for other people to enjoy, and so that I can enjoy it next time I go back. Well, had to put my hat on just now, just back there a little bit. Really windy and a little bit chilly, so pop my hat on. As you can see, walk through the trees, still enjoying my journey, still heading back to Rochester. When I get there I might have something to eat, and as always, cheeky little beer. Why not, that's what I say. Wind's picked up again, so just thought I'd give you a quick update where I am, how things are going. Well, just coming up to the tiny little village of Borstal, right near Rochester. And it's where the name of the Borstal Institute's actually come from many years ago. Never actually walked through Borstal itself. Normally when I'm around this area, I normally walk along the River Medway. Thought from make a change, I'll walk along the road and see what I can see. Well, at the moment I'm actually walking along Borstal Road. Yeah, pretty disappointed really. I thought there might have been a bit of history along here. But all I found since I last spoke to you is 3 little off licences, or little corner shops, whatever you want to call them, and 1 pub. I would have thought there would have been a lot of really old houses and things along here. Oh, and there was 1 little church, but it didn't look that interesting, so I didn't even bother filming around there. Like I say, it's pretty disappointing really. I thought a place with the name of Borstal, where the Borstal homes first originated, all them many years ago, I would have thought there'd been lots of old houses around here. Nothing, I'm afraid. Not so far anyway. If I find anything, I will let you know. And I didn't even stop at the pub. Now there's a first for you, isn't there? When I get to Rochester, I'll definitely be going in Wetherspoons. If I don't stop before then. Like I say, if I find anything, I'll surely let you know. Well, I'm just opposite a little road called Gun Tower Mews, and there's a little, looks like a fort, private residence now. Just thought to take a little wander in here, see. So as I was walking past, I see something, thought I'll have a look. When we get here, it just looks like an old capped well. And there's the old fort thing, wherever it is over there. And there's a stone of some sort over here. See what it says on it, if anything. Must have been something in here originally. Oh yeah, what's it say? These gardens were presented to the City of Rochester by Ald and Mrs. Charles Wills in memory of their son, George White Wills, who was killed in the Great War, 1914 to 1919. Oh, so it's a tiny little garden. Like I say, it says there's CCTV over there, so I don't want to be filming. Fort Clarence, private residence. So there are a few old buildings down here, mixed in with the new. Not too much. And it looks like I can see the spire of Rochester Cathedral straight in front of me. Might find something interesting down this way after all. Well, there's a little gatehouse I just filmed. No sign or nothing, so I can't see any history about it. Got some really old buildings here, and right next to Rochester Cathedral, and just round the corner is Rochester Castle. So I take it that gatehouse there must have been something to do with either the castle or the cathedral. Like I say, there's the castle and the cathedral. I don't think you can actually get down into the gardens today. Oh, you wouldn't want to go down that way anyway. Bit of a drop there. Yeah, it's a shame there wasn't just a little plaque or something saying what that little gatehouse was. Well, let's press on for a little while longer. Well, just left the Golden Line in Wetherspoons pub in Rochester. Now heading for the train station. Off home, get Chinese for dinner. Well, for those of you who don't know, the Wetherspoons pub is just up past them traffic lights there, and I'm just outside Rochester train station. So if you want to get off the train and head for Wetherspoons, you come out the train station there, turn left, it's just to the right of them lights there.
I'm sitting why